Welcome back to Just Jasa. Please don't mind my eyes. I can't even open these hoes. Lord Jesus. We are back with another video. Today, obviously, we are doing another SheEO. I will obviously introduce her. I'm super excited. So please ignore us. She's my friend. So it's already starting off crazy. It's already starting off wild. But as you know, we do these every Wednesday. So please, if you are interested in being a SheEO, I promise it'll be more professional. Go ahead and use the link at the bottom to sign up. Come back every Wednesday and Friday for our videos. Make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, all that good stuff. And without further ado, this is the amazing Delinda Pierre. La, 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 la. I am in love.
Well, I should say good morning so they can know that we're recording this, because the way we look right now, it ain't it.
It's cool though, because we're here and we're just trying to share. Because girl,
I was about to say, we're just giving you information at this point. So
it's cool though. But yes,
I am. Yeah, I'm very excited, but also kind of nervous because I'm like, all right, hopefully they don't rip me up in the comments. So we're gonna see how this goes.
Girl,
we gotta get serious. We gotta pull our stuff together.
We got this.
Because we'll be sitting here laughing the entire call.
And we're not, because y'all, I promise you, we're good. We're here. I'm here. All right. So I know who you are. I know you're an amazing realtor in the state of Georgia. So please tell us who you are, who you work for. How can we get with you to get our houses?
All right, so I am Delinda Pierre. I'm with Market South Properties, Inc. The brokerage itself is based out of, well, we're changing over to McDonough. So it would be based out of McDonough starting, I think, either next week or the week after. Right now we're in Stockbridge. But me personally, I live in Villa Rica. I service basically the entire state of Georgia, so get at me. The social tags that I have is DLP Closings with an S, and that's on Facebook and Instagram. As far as getting with me, I mean, I'm pretty active on social media. My email address is dlpclosings@gmail.com, so straight to the point. Those are my initials, so I'm like, yeah, it should be easy to remember. As far as getting with me to purchase a home, sell a home, I have a bunch of lenders. If you need to buy a home, if you need your credit is not where you want it to be, just let me know. We have people to work on that, so you can get in and out the way pretty quick. As far as me personally, I am a wife and a paw mom. So I have 2 dogs. I have me and my husband, we've been married 3 years. So that's my little baby. So yeah, me and Jason, we've gone back 3 years, 4 years
now? Yeah, right before y'all got married. Just
at least we got along, because that could have been some bad stuff right there. So good times.
Yes, girl. Okay, so I guess I want to know. Yeah, I'm trying to get my life together. I want to know what made you start on this journey, because I remember when you were studying. I remember when you took the test. So I understand, but I want to know, for them, what made you want to be a realtor? How did you get on it, and what was that testing experience like?
So for me personally, the reason I even got into real estate is because of, I don't say childhood trauma, but it's kind of sort of like, okay, this is what we went through as a child. I was homeless for a couple of years, and just the fact of being homeless and not having a place to call your own to lay your head is the reason why I joined real estate, is because I want to be able to at least give that service back to the community. So I want to be able to basically okay, if you're not able to qualify right now, I want to put you in position to where 6 months down the line, a year down the line, that you're able to do it, and you're able to do it comfortably. So it's more so positioning people in order for them to get better for themselves, because sometimes you want better, but you just don't know where to start.
That's wow. Yeah, that is an amazing girl. No, and I love that, because I definitely have talked to a lot of people, especially on the channel, that are just trying to figure out like what to do and have no clue. Like even the nonprofit I'm a part of, that is something she does too, is helping women that are like teen moms. That's mainly her focus because that's what she experienced. Get on their feet and understand how to be financially literate. Ooh, girl, financially literate.
It's early in the morning.
Right, words. But I love that because that is exactly what we need. And I think that especially women, we just feel like we have to have everything perfect and in a line to move forward, and to have someone like you to tell you, hey, we got you. Like that's an amazing aspect. I love that. Okay, so what would you say is a misconception within your field? Like something that people just automatically think about realtors, not necessarily the process, but about you as a person.
I would say, and I don't find them to be like stereotypes, because there are certain people that's in the field that's just like, they just want the commission. They don't care how you get done over in the process.
Mm-hmm.
So for me personally, I do care about the experience, just you leading up to getting to closing, to getting your keys and stuff. And I feel like at times there is certain agents where they could be where it's like, just close, just choose something. Like, I want
Mm-hmm.
you to be happy with your purchase. If you're not
Yeah.
happy with it and you're having buyer's remorse after 30 days, after 6 months, it's just like one of those things where, did you really choose the right house, or did you feel
Mm-hmm.
like you were pressured into getting that house? So I
Right.
don't want the process to feel pressured. I don't want them to be like, oh, I have to get one now, I have to get one. It's,
Mm-hmm.
buying a home is a big thing already by itself.
Right.
So I don't, and I think the emphasize, or the point that people really make in the big, like, wow, oh yes, I have a house, that part's cool, but you have to remember that you just buying a house, that's the beginning of your journey. That's
Right.
literally a new beginning for a person.
Mm-hmm.
So just that process and leading up to it, as far as like going through the process of getting your pre-approval and going through the process of like going to homes, you have, me personally, I would have to learn my client in order to understand, like, hey, you don't like split levels. There's no point of us going to go see split levels if that's not something that you like. And every
Right.
time we go to them, so it's more so of a thing of you having to learn your client, and it's literally building that relationship with the community, as far as like, hey, okay, so I know this person, she'll be able to help you out with this, this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
So even with like small businesses, I still try to incorporate small businesses in like different aspects of stuff, because they make up the community, whether or not we like it or not. They will be the ones that's like partaking, and when we have like new developments and stuff, you want everybody to be a team player. And as far as like, okay, so let me come out, I want to come support.
Right. And that's really
So
awesome too, because you see, like a lot of small businesses, they try to do collaborations within their own, I guess, set of people, meaning like other business owners. And you don't always see them interacting with people that actually do work with the community, if that makes sense. At least when I go out, like I've been to a bunch of different events and I just see everyone of like mind there, and that I don't feel like that's beneficial or progressive within trying to build. Like you have to get out there, you have to do stuff to let people know that you are willing to take that step, introduce yourself, and just be a part of their world the same way they need you, or vice versa. Because girl, I
vice
even
versa.
right, because it is important. And like you said, those misconceptions of thinking that most realtors just want to close. Once you take that step to be a part of the world and really let them see who you are, it definitely changes the entire experience. It changes their mindset and investment in that process. So I definitely agree that is super important. Let me see. You know, I got
That's
all these.
part of the reason why I really, really like Market South Properties. Is like,
Mm-hmm.
right now, every month so far for the year, we've done as far as like a community event where we're raising money for something, or we're gathering items. So like last month, we did a bunch of blankets. I think we did 175 blankets to give to just a nursing home in Henry County.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this month for November, this one's Veterans Month. So we're raising money, and we're also like ordering items and stuff for there's this veterans facility. I think it's in Henry County that we're doing it out of. but
Okay.
we're getting those items together so that way right after Thanksgiving we're able to drop off all of these items. We're hoping we can do it
Mm-hmm.
before, but if we don't make it before Thanksgiving, then it'll be right after Thanksgiving, but we want to do it before December hits.
Mm-hmm.
As and that stuff I can actually share it. I'll share it on my social media if people want to participate. But we
Mm-hmm.
have something going on every month in the community, so that's something I really really enjoy, and just the hands-onness about the community, because there's like um when do we do it? I think we did it probably in May, that we had field day for special needs. It's
Mm-hmm.
a special needs school. And when I tell you all the agents in the brokerage, we all participated, and everybody had like their individual that they were walking around and helping. We were playing games, they was going down the water slide and all that stuff. So it was like a great time all the way around.
Oh, that's so dope. You already know I was just about to ask you how we can participate, but that's awesome because I remember I was trying to get at that special needs thing.
Yeah, but
Girl,
you was definitely with child at the
I
time.
was
So
I definitely had the baby with like
you
2 days
know, I
left.
think you had just had the baby
I
too,
just had
and you were still at the hospital. I'm like, girl, if you don't get yourself back in that room,
we was trying to be out there too, dang. But you know,
he
that's
ain't need to be outside yet. He's not old enough to participate in these.
girl, what? That's dope. That's super dope. Cause you done the fucking oops, sorry y'all. I didn't plan on cursing in this video. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's me.
Um
It's me.
it definitely I usually do pretty good, but dang it don't slip.
Uh-huh.
Y'all did the banquet. There was a banquet, I think was the first event you did when you were with them. I
Yeah,
can't yes,
that
and
was
then
in
you just
February.
right, and then you just traveled to what was it, Florida? Were you in Florida
No, we
recently?
went to Dallas.
Dallas.
I
Okay.
went to Florida.
Okay.
I went to Florida.
My bad.
That's a whole
Okay.
different topic.
Y'all went to Dallas. What was that for? Can you give me a little bit on that?
So Dallas, that is basically, it's like it's been really, really big. No, it's not. I'm
No.
sorry, I just got a text message.
Sorry.
I'm gonna have to talk to him afterwards. So Dallas, that one was like a really big real estate conference. We basically go there and we learn new stuff as far as like, okay, this is coming up in the market. We want to prepare for this. You want to start learning this because this is possibly another avenue of like service that we can offer. Um, while I was in Dallas, I actually got the idea for doing this holiday event. Right now, I'm still putting the pieces together, but I'm gonna do a photos with Santa with a couple of different sponsors. Looking hopefully that I can do it the weekend of the 16th in December.
Okay. Okay.
So that way I'm getting a photographer to come in to take pictures. So hopefully we can send them back probably within a few days. I want everybody to have it prior to Christmas. So I
Okay.
want them to like, and it's completely free. So I'm trying to see about the dessert stuff. I have a couple of sponsors lined up. So I'm just trying to see if anybody else wants to participate as far as like giving out items. If so, I'm trying to put out the flyer itself. Today is the 30th, is it? No, it's not the
27.
30th, it's 27th. So I want to try to put it out probably next Friday. I think that's the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody wants to participate, let me know. But
Okay.
it's going to be in Villa Rica. That one's at the Pine Mountain Gold Museum. I knew I was forgetting a part.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be super fun. I'm so excited. I'm about to like I'm gonna be Mrs. Claus because I'm feeling the spirit. I'm already excited for
Okay.
Christmas, and Thanksgiving hasn't come yet. But hey, we're there.
That's dope. You already know we're gonna be up there. I'm gonna just take that drive. Marvel's gonna be taking some pictures. Damn it, we're gonna be up there.
I was about to say I already knew that you was getting first invite once I put it in officially.
We gonna be there. That is so awesome. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love that it has grown so much because once again, we've been rocking since paper and scissors. You feel me? We've been here. So I love to see how it's growing, girl. That's dope. That's dope. Okay.
I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Yes, girl, we going all off script. I done lost it.
Look, I didn't really feel like we was gonna have a script for real, for real. Like we knew what we was the general gist of the conversation, but you know I had to throw in a little monkey wrench of a surprise for you
Not a monkey wrench,
because I
girl.
sure didn't tell you about it.
Right. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm trying to pretend like I knew. I ain't know. I ain't
No, you ain't know. It's okay. You didn't know. I was like, I gotta leave something to their imagination for you to be like, oh snap, there she go. There she go.
Girl, I'm feeling it though. I'm here for it. This is dope. Okay. So let me see what I want us to do. Okay, so my attention grabber question. That's where we're gonna go next. What is your perspective on mental health when you were growing up as opposed to now? What have you kind of implemented to help you with that?
That's a question all by itself. So mental health as a kid, well, I know everybody doesn't know this, but I was homeschooled all the way through school. I ended up getting my GED, I think, what year was that I got it in? I ended up having to go through the process of getting my GED. Right now, I don't even remember what year I got it in because I'm barely remembering what today is. Hence the 30th, I thought it was. But anyway, as far as like younger, I didn't really know anything much about mental health in a sense of like I didn't understand what depression was or anxiety or people just having like random panic attacks. So I didn't really understand that. And now looking back, I'm like, oh, so you actually did suffer with anxiety and panic attacks. Depression, mine is, and I don't want to say it's seasonal, but it comes monthly with a bunch of other stuff. So mine's, I actually started talking to my doctor about it. So we're kind of sort of getting it under control. As far as self-care is a really, 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 really big thing. But I also, because I've had it where I've spoken to people where they're like, oh, self-care. Self-care, I feel like it is very, very important, but you should never put your self-care over somebody else's comfort in some sense. So like if your self-care, if you doing everything you feel like you want to do or you need to do, I don't feel like it should cause discomfort or chaos to someone else.
Right.
So your self-care, it definitely is important as far as like maintaining your mental health, because mental health, that literally is the tipping point, whether or not you're healthy or you're unhealthy. Because me, if I get too upset, I'm gonna get sick. It just happens. If I get like too enraged, I'm gonna get sick. It just happens. So it's about finding basically your balance. And when you know that you're like, hey, you're sparking, I'm going close to your panic attack, what is your release? What is your diffuse button that's like, oh, okay, bring you back down to size. Like, you're not about to explode. Everything's going to be okay. So mine's is my husband. The moment I'm like, oh snap, my chest started to get tight, I call him. I'm like, babe, so just sit on the phone and breathe. I just need to hear you breathe at this point. Because that, it just makes a difference. If he's there, if he gives me a hug, it's just like, okay, gather yourself back together while you're here, and then you got this, let's go back out there. So he's literally my biggest cheerleader. And babe, if you ever watch this, I love you to pieces, but I don't know if he's because he doesn't really watch like podcasts and stuff. He always watches those videos. He just likes videos, blowing stuff up and stuff. But you know, he's a guy, so that's the standard.
Yeah.
You met my husband, so you know already.
I'll just send him clips. I'll just send him clips.
That works. Cause
girl,
just like, y'all just wanted me to sit here and watch you talk. I'm like, relax.
Right. It's cool.
Somebody's going to enjoy this.
Right. Especially this one.
It's getting some type of fulfillment somewhere.
Right. That's all that matters. I need at least 10 people to like it. Right? I'm cool with that.
You already got mine, so we're good.
I'm here for it.
Look at it.
But yes, I got like a spin-off question. So do you think that, like, I know you don't have kids, but you do have a nephew, so you're gonna take it. You got 2 nephews, at least on my side, one side. Anyway, moving on. Do you think it's important to teach kids about mental health early? Like, do you think they need to know?
I feel like as a parent, more so, you definitely have to pay attention to your child to see what could possibly come up in the future. As far as teaching them about mental health, I do feel like kids should be able to communicate like how they're feeling and
Mm-hmm.
just being overall comfortable with talking to you as a parent.
Mm-hmm.
Mental health, yes, I do feel like it's something to discuss with your children, but I don't want it to be where you're like, it's discussed too early so they don't really comprehend what the process is.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to say like projecting,
Mm-hmm.
because they need to just learn themselves. They need to learn self accountability. So it's
Okay.
like, I don't want you to use, and I'm not saying everybody does this, because me personally, I do suffer with mental health, but I don't want them to use mental health as being a band-aid,
Mm-hmm.
because life still is still gonna go on. You still
Yeah.
gotta go pay your bills. You still gotta go to work. You still gotta get stuff done.
Mhm.
So I know that there is times where it's just like you can't do it, because there's
Yeah.
times I just can't do it, and real estate is just like one of my many hats that I have to wear. But
Mm-hmm.
when you have a bunch of people depending on you, it's like, yeah, you got to get that stuff done after
Yeah.
feelings, because who's going to care about it when you're gone?
Right.
So,
That's a good one. I do definitely um see that in people I'm around. I ain't gonna call no names, but I do see it in I do see it in people I'm around as well, using it more so as a crutch. And I would say,
mhm.
just from my observation, right, this is my opinion, that this younger set of the generation uses it as a crutch. Like, if I hear someone else say that they're depressed or that they have a mental illness when it's just
And like,
life,
this stuff is really serious. Like,
yeah,
don't sit there and be like, oh, well, I just feel depressed today. I'm like, that's
yeah.
cool that you understand that you feel down today, but are you really
Mhm.
depressed? Like, where's your
Right.
motivation at for you just
Mhm.
doing life?
Right.
So I don't want them to just be like, oh, well, I'm depressed today. I'm like, depression is not really one of those things where it's just like you can say that, oh, I'm depressed today, but I'm good tomorrow.
Right.
Like, literally, you'll be fighting with that thing for weeks. And then when you finally
Hmm.
get up, it's just like, okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. And then it's
Yep.
just, but yeah, I've seen it where people are like, oh, well, my anxiety's bad. I'm like, bad for what? Like,
Right.
what's
You're
your
afraid of
trigger?
heights.
And they can never tag and say what your trigger is. And me personally, I feel like anxiety, that's one of those things where you have to realize what your triggers are in order for you to overcome it.
Yep.
So mine's public speaking is mine. So I'm like, I had a whole panic attack prior to me parking, because I'm like, okay, let's not upset the community, but I'm gonna share. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be heartful. So it's one of those,
Always
I
go.
was about to say, not my phone ringing. But I don't want it to be where it's like, mental health is very serious. So don't take it as far as like, oh, I'm just feeling depressed today. It's not something to just lightly be said,
Yeah.
because people are doing serious stuff and blaming it on that.
Yeah.
Or they're just like in a really bad place. And I don't want it to be where you're, I don't want to say dismissing it, but you're kind of sort of
Hmm.
like, oh, it's not that serious because I've gone
Yeah.
through it. Everybody has their different case. They have their different days. People have bad
Hmm.
days.
Yeah.
So
I agree. And I think that sharing conversations like this is important to shed light on, and I hate to say real situations, but real situations where people are getting through their regular lives with mental health, with issues. It is hard. Like you said, it's not something easy to overcome, but putting it back in the spectrum of, yes, you have bad days. If I can get through it, you can get through it. If it's something that I can learn about myself, you can learn about yourself too. And acknowledging your feelings or an experience you're having versus having actual mental health issues is completely different. So making sure that people understand that it's not the end of the world. So it's definitely important to have this conversation. And I love your experience. It's so dandy.
yeah. So mine's, I have, so far, this is what they're saying. Anxiety, of course. I'm asthmatic, and then I also battle with depression at times. So mine is more so just once you learn your, hey, I'm going down, or I'm like, when I start feeling like I can't deal with people, because I'm pretty,
Yeah.
I'm not. an extrovert. I'm an introvert, but I'm a social butterfly.
Right.
So, so I'll talk to you if you talk to me. But me, I'm
Right.
just gonna be like, hey, how's it going? And then just carry on from there. But I am a people person. So if you see this and you see me out in public and be like, hey, I saw you on the, I'm gonna respond.
Right.
Okay. So don't pay attention to my face, okay? Because my face when I'm outside is not very pleasant all the time. I've heard that from a couple of strangers. Why don't you smile today? I can't see. The sun is in my eye. I promise I'm not mad, but yeah.
Right. You gotta wear a button. I'm not mad. I'm just here.
I'm just here. But we
Girl.
can't take nothing seriously.
We can't, but it's cool
Because how
because
many
this is
questions did we actually get through?
honestly, I don't know.
I think it was probably like 5.
I just got to the end because it's
But you had
crazy.
a great list. I'm not gonna lie to you. You had a great list.
Thank you.
We'll do this next time. Mm-hmm.
It's cool. Like, yeah, we definitely go through some more because you already know I'm going to. You don't know, but I'm gonna tell you right now. You're coming back after your Christmas event. I want to talk about it. I want to share pictures. Obviously, ugh, we got to do
Oh,
this.
so my costume has to be to the nines then. Let me go get some gray hair.
Girl, I'm excited. Don't play with me. But my husband is texting me about this child. So we gonna do our closing question. So I have to well, we really already talked about it. So I am gonna make sure I put those here. All of your social media, all of your email tags, so we can make sure that they can reach out to you. Any closing remarks? What do you have on your mind? Anything you want to share with a future realtor?
The test for me, because I was homeschooled, it was fairly simple. There's the brokers that I'm with now, we do have a school. So if you want to participate and try to like basically go from getting your license to actually knowing what to do, because my brokers, they're very, 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 I don't think I can say enough varies
Mm-hmm.
as far as like them being hands-on, and they'll
Mm-hmm.
actually show you the ropes and stuff. And every real estate transaction is different,
Mm-hmm.
but it's important for you to at least have the foundation good, so you know the general gist of where you're going with it. And for my broker, Brandy Smith, she right there, shout out to her. She is fantastically amazing.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like me having questions or whatever, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm freaking stumped.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? I can just call her. Or I'm just like, hey, need help. Okay, I'll be with you in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that is literally year round. She'll go away on vacation and she'll still be doing work.
Mm-hmm.
So to her, hats off to her. Our new office, I'm gonna post that when we officially move everything over, because right now I'm in lingo. I'm trying to figure out if we're moving this weekend or during the week next week.
Mm-hmm.
So that information will be up soon. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna post my actual business card on my social media.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, they can reach out to me inside of my DMs as long as you're not talking sideways. Because, but if you have, look, if you have questions or you're like, I don't know where to start at, or you don't know, majority of the time people do not know that they can qualify for a mortgage. And when they do, it's like, oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So I love, love helping people get to that point and get to that stage. So I have a team of people that is ready and willing to help if they want to take on that. If you're in another state and you see this, guess what? I still got stage agents in that state too. So get with me.
10 and 10. I love that. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so I definitely appreciate you first. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for coming and talking to me like we on the phone. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's why we started acting up, because I'm like, this was not the best
This
setting
is
to do this
the
in, but hey.
no, but it's dope, and it definitely I like the more vulnerable, just real conversation. It doesn't need to be all robot. I love it though. But that's it. Y'all, once again,
Mm-hmm.
this is the SheEO Wednesday. We will have more for the rest of this month. Um, we have our lineup for the videos for Friday. So make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, follow the pages, check out the description box. And obviously, like I said, it is within our video. All of Delinda Pierre's wonderful information so you can get with her about buying a house, selling a house, everything that you need real estate wise. get at her. She's awesome. She's dope. But this is another video. I have to get this child that is crying, and I'll see y'all next week.
Don't do my nephew like that.
You already know.